Make sure
All
I
right.
got all
Are you
my stuff
telling
back
anybody
in.
else, or are you just going downstairs to look? I mean, it sounds like.
You can go to the next room if you want to. I think I need to go in downstairs.
I'll go ahead and get these two. And then knock on his door
Just
and
at
let him know.
least let them know that there may be trouble.
Okay. All right. You get downstairs, and there's more people in the room downstairs.
And what they were.
When y'all were down there.
What time is it?
There's a group of dwarves downstairs fighting with a group of humans. And it appears that where the fireplace is at, there's the part of the wall is starting to try to catch fire where some chairs have been thrown over near it.
I'm gonna run over and make sure the fire's...
You're not down there
Yeah.
yet. That's just him.
Y'all got to put your armor and all on, too. Go to sleep.
Well, if you woke us up, I figured we just...
I woke you
I
up.
went on downstairs.
So you got
I
all your
grabbed-
stuff on before you went downstairs.
He never took it off.
So what about her?
Are you awake?
I've already put my
She has
stuff
to
on
put
the
it on
grab
there.
I don't
jaws.
even know if they woke me up yet. So.
She has to put her stuff on, then go wake y'all up.
I'm waking y'all up and getting y'all
Alright, so...
All right.
it's gonna
You're
take-
actually, you didn't wake up.
Yeah, wake up good. You better
You're
keep
snoring,
over
I
here or
guess.
something.
He sounded asleep.
You woke up. You're starting to hear the commotion, and God, you got the lowest roll of all.
I'm still dead out of the world, too.
You're out to the world.
Yeah, but she's not
So-
on the door.
He drank
She
too
went
much
to
and
go-
passed out.
But she went to go. You got to his room first.
And we're all three in
Alright.
the same room.
Oh, are you? All right. Well, you hear the commotion, and you're waking him up. So I guess y'all can. What are you doing?
I'm going down to see what's going on. Is Toby down there?
You're already down there. I'm
He's
telling
already
you what
down
you
there.
see.
He's already
No,
seen.
Toby's not down there.
I say, what's going on down here?
You get no reaction.
Nobody
I
cares
just start
about
snatching
you.
them apart.
Well, there's around
I don't care how many there are.
About 20 on each side.
He's over
around
there
20
pulling
head.
people.
There's
Well,
How
I
many?
start snatching them apart. The first
He's
one
over there
comes in.
snatching
It's like
drawers
the
in
leader.
one
If I don't know, if I don't see the biggest, baddest person in there, or the leader of the group, I just start snatching.
as of
them
right
apart.
now, they're not really fighting with weapons. You do see one dude
I don't
over.
have my weapon. I'm just snatching them apart.
One dude is laying over near the fireplace, a human, and there's a dwarf that's behind the bar that's laying on the floor. Now, you don't know if he's been assaulted or
I don't see
with a
no
weapon. Or,
blood gushing out of him.
no, that's you can tell the human had his ass tore up.
Alright, is he downstairs yet? Have we woke either of these two up yet?
What did they do when I snatched them apart?
Next time I see them, I'm gonna kick their ass about drinking so much.
I'll say. So you run down, you start snatching them apart.
Well, after they didn't listen to me.
Who are you grabbing hold of? The dwarves or the humans?
There's two of them in the fire. Grab the one. I'm strong. I'm just snatch them apart. Stop.
Alright.
Grab your sword.
I go right back after one another.
They pull their weapon. I'm pulling mine.
Let's not get to that point.
Alright. Well, you're involved in the brawl now.
Oh, Lord.
Alright,
Alright, about the time that he is pulling people apart and actually getting some repercussions from being pulling people apart, the rest of y'all are able to come down the stairs and y'all see what's going on.
I'm gonna run. Whoever's hitting on him, somebody beating on him?
Better not be. We should roll for an initiative.
Well, I mean, just...
We need to get the fire out.
Oh.
Well, the fire's not really. It's just kind of the chair's on fire, and it's you can tell it's barely hitting the wall. But
Okay.
what are you doing?
Are they from my clan?
Yes.
So I know who they are?
Yes. I mean, you're not like they're none of your brothers or sisters or anything like that, but I mean, they're part of your clan. You know of most
Does
of
he
them.
tell us that?
I mean, they
I don't know. I mean,
At this point, if somebody's swinging at me, I don't care.
Alright, are they saying anything?
as y'all are coming down the stairs, that's when you recognize that they're from Clan Battlehammer.
Okay. So
You don't know who y'all don't know who the humans are. I mean, they are armed and they have swords and they have daggers on them.
But they no one's pulled anything.
No, it's like it's a big brawl.
It's a misunderstanding that I'm trying to break up.
I was fixing to say, are they saying anything? Because both of us understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not any help.
They'll be saying
I wanna know what
stuff
you're
that
doing.
they can't
Like
repeat it
yellow
here.
and stuff.
Well, he knows Dwarven. I know Dwarven. That's why I was asking.
I
Well,
know
you can
Dwarven
tell
too.
by the heat
No,
of
you know
the
Dwarven.
brawl that yelling ain't really gonna do a whole lot.
Do I know who like the leader of the door?
And plus, dwarves, I mean, when they get to drinking, they love to fight anyway.
Well, do I know who the leader of the?
There's not really a leader of them. It's just a group of dwarves. You know.
I look over the door. I said, "Do you know any of these guys? Do they? you know, do any of them?
Do we like these people or do we
No,
not
just
like them?
do we know any? Do you
Yeah, 'cause
recognize
they don't
any
know
of the-
nothing.
of
They,
the
they,
dwarves?
I mean, they hear me telling you here, but they don't know that you know. They didn't know you're a dwarf and they're a dwarf. So,
Good chance to steal something.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Now would be the time to jump in.
That's what he wants to do during a fight. That's fine with me. I got time to watch him.
all right.
All I can do
So,
during a
I look
fight
at you and say,
is
these are
hide,
dwarves.
stab people in the back, and steal.
There's one unconscious guy over there.
I don't care if you do steal something.
Well, I'm saying truly. I'm looking at him. I know there's dwarfs fighting. He's a dwarf. I look at him directly and say, do you recognize any of them?
Right.
I want
Okay.
to know who swung at me if
So
somebody did swing
I'm
at me.
basically
really
saying, well,
swinging
get your
at you,
attention.
you
Get him to
just
stop.
kinda
You know.
Involved.
roll into the.
Pummel him down to a bloody pulp again.
After I do that, after I tell him to try, you know, to get
Where is,
her attention of his clan, I'm gonna go over there to the nearest one that's fighting and try to break the two of them up.
I'll tell you what. For right now, roll a pickpocket skill. Just go ahead and make me one roll, and we'll come back to that here in a little bit. I just need to go ahead and get that roll out the way. Did you and see if you make
74.
it?
You getting bonuses?
Do I have to roll over or under?
It's over. We're
Okay.
sure everything's over.
Not everything, but
No, wait. Now hold on. Let me
I
see
should
that.
have to roll under. Cause if I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
like
it's gonna be under for
90-something%,
that. Yeah. What did
Yeah.
you roll?
I rolled a 74, so I failed it.
Okay.
Because I think,
All right.
hold on, it's not pickpocket. 40, I think.
His
So you don't
first
see under that.
attempt, and he fails.
wait, he's
Oh,
first
God.
level.
Why didn't you pickpocket
Luckily
the
for
unconscious
you,
person?
everybody is
I'm
negative.
going for the unconscious ones. I'm not like
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to. The guy with the sword.
Well, there's
that's
nobody-
standing right
Yeah,
there.
you said there was a
You
dwarf
said
and
there-
a human down.
Yeah, but they're not
Neither
unconscious.
one's
They're just
valid.
laying
Neither
over
one's
Yeah, but there was
valid.
one guy that was hurt, right? That was
Two,
unconscious.
one human and one
They
dwarf.
still
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
not-
They're not.
They're not
In
unconscious.
the middle of the
Oh.
battle,
So-
they're swinging. I mean, people are touching them, hitting them, so
right,
even with
so-
you failing, it still don't mean
No.
they see
No,
you.
with him failing, it means that they don't notice that he was trying to rob
Yeah.
them because they're too interested
But
in.
which ones was he trying to go after? The one spotting?
No,
or the
it
two that
doesn't
were
matter.
down?
If he would have actually succeeded, then we'd have went further in depth. I just went ahead and let him make a roll.
Okay.
So
'Cause
they're
I'm saying
already-
if one's laying on the ground that are hurt,
All right.
he can act like he was fixing them.
They're
at the same-
bleeding.
at the
Do we
same
need to
time.
help them
Somebody else.
as such as bind
That's what I
wounds?
do because I'm a
No,
helpful person.
this
I
is
wanna
the
make sure they're
initial.
okay.
This is the initial
Alright.
encounter. I need to know what you're doing. Straight up. I mean, your people down there fighting. It looks like it's pretty even fight, but it's fists. It's a fist fight. It's a big brawl.
I guess just run and start fighting with him. I guess.
I was supposed to say he's gonna get involved in. He's like, hell
Supposed to
yeah!
do.
Yep. All right.
All right.
What are you doing?
Do they? You said two of them are unconscious and bleeding, right?
No, they're
Are-
conscious, but they bleed.
Did
All right,
everybody-
so do
did
they
everybody
need-
put their armor on?
Do they need to be?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's what I
why I
was
took them an extra round to
Well,
get.
I
them.
should have
Okay.
done beat up 2 or 3 people by now.
Well, this is the initial
Well, you know, he's
hit.
already said yes. He's already done.
Do they
the
need
thing,
ones
but
that
I was
need
telling him,
binding?
think about it.
Huh?
If we heard
Do
a
they
ruckus
need-
downstairs,
do they
have
I'm
ones that need
gonna
binding?
wait, buckle all our armor back
So I can
on,
at
and
least
grab all
help
our
them
stuff
with
before
that.
we run downstairs. Most people.
Well,
grab
Because
the
I'm not
sword.
gonna be much use in a
I'm
fight.
sleeping the noon.
You're
I know
actually
you all
not
wanna
that
see it.
horrible in a fight,
I
but
know
you're
you
not
do.
that great.
But I don't sleep with the noon.
I'm thinking more
Oh,
if
what
I
you
do
do, I
the
would have
passive
clothes on, I
type
wouldn't
thing,
have-
like
Yeah.
try and help heal them.
The dude over by the fireplace
Okay.
is in the worst shape. The dwarf, he's actually the dwarf is trying to get back up where he can jump back in the fight.
All right, so can I bind his wounds and help out with that?
So Kalis jumps in and starts brawling.
God Almighty.
And
I'll
you're
deal with
trying-
it.
I look
now-
at him.
Right now, as you're breaking up and you're trying to pull them apart, and they're like, "Leave me alone, goddamn it!" They're just it's just a big brawl, and you don't actually get struck, but they're shoving and pushing and this and way, and then you notice Kalis just he's running, and he runs past you, and it's like a mosh pit, and he throws himself into the brawl.
You know,
A
and I
dwarf
look
watch
at him.
that.
I said break them up, not join them.
So, and what were you doing?
I went out. I
He
went
was
toward
trying
the
to ask
closest
him.
ones that were fighting. I was going to try to break them up. I saw him charge in. I looked at him, looked at him. I said, "Break them up, not join them."
Not
All right,
join.
so the initial encounter when y'all hit him is first thing he does is try to pickpocket.
Yep.
He's breaking them up. He's breaking them
I'm
up.
trying. She's trying to
She's
mend
trying
one
to
that's
mend
hurt.
one guy to stop him from bleeding out, and he charges right past all of y'all and
I
dives
do.
in
I
to
really,
fight.
I just really don't care that they're fighting. It doesn't matter to me.
You're just waiting for an opportunity.
That's right. And if there's
money to be
there's
made.
like, and if they leave a mug out or
I didn't expect you to run in.
drinking, I'm gonna be.
Alright,
Expect him to be in the
so-
fray either. He's a thief. He's not gonna get in the middle
You're
of a
gonna
fight.
continue to try to break them up, or you're
Nah,
gonna?
I'm gonna start knocking them out.
There you
She's
go.
doing damage with full plate gauntlets.
All right, let me see.
Well, I'm gonna should roll.
All right. Kalis notices old Toby come into the inn with the city town or the town guard. There's like 3 guardsmen, which I'm not sure what 3 guardsmen is actually going to accomplish.
Yeah, with a bunch of dwarves. And,
But this is getting out of hand.
God.
well, if I was
But
a wizard, I could put them to sleep.
yeah, but you're not a wizard.
Yeah.
I can hurry up and kill
You
y'all.
don't have like you don't have like a spark spell. Just a bunch of sparks everywhere.
Y'all
It's
wouldn't
like,
let me have magic missile or anything else.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to get their attention away from the fight.
All right. So, all right, we're gonna
You're gonna
go.
be bailing your butts out
I'm
of
gonna do
bail.
this. I'm gonna do this.
Now, they already. You said that the guards have already in then, so I can't take another action, or
No, cause I'm gonna
Okay, did they walk in seeing him pickpocket?
say this out. What?
Did they walk in seeing
No,
him?
he done all that
Oh, thank
before.
God.
Which I mean, he's 3 foot and something tall. So
Doesn't matter. They can still notice.
not really. God, let this be a good roll. Let this be a good roll. Holy shit! All right.
Finally, you rolled decent.
Yeah.
not for us.
All right. I swear to Christ. I rolled. I was going to do the first 10, and he was the one that added in with the first 10 that they were going to have contact with, and I rolled an 11. He's number 11. I ain't lying. I swear to God. All right, you're the first one that gets drugged down, pulled away from the fight, and you're the guard. When they come in to break up the fight and try to stop all the brawling, you're the first individual that they grab a hold of.
Are they hurting?
No, they're not hurting him, but they kind of pulled him and kind of pushed him up against the wall. And it's not really. I mean, if you really wanted to get wild with him, you could.
Hey, dude, I was just
Yeah.
doing it in fun.
I'm gonna hide
All right,
under a table.
all right.
Something.
When the
Behind
town
the
guards
table,
come
like-
in.
There's a lot of good stuff behind the bar. And they can't see you.
Wait now, you can't encourage him.
Yeah, I'm helping you.
I wish you hadn't said that.
He's out of character for a minute.
All right,
Oh, see.
the brawl
I
starts
mean, I was gonna like try and steal it from
With-
the register and everything.
with the
else.
guards.
They
the-
don't register.
I know, but you know what I
Wow.
mean. Money box.
with the guard.
With the guard.
Thank God the roll saved this. With the guards rolling in, and there was more that came in after him. The brawl pretty much subsided.
Wine. Yeah. Wine.
Expensive.
They don't. At the whole group, you're the only one that's actually in trouble for fight.
Did the rest
Gotta
of them
figure.
stop on the car?
Yeah, well, it took a minute, but the brawl has kind of.
Well, I didn't have to beat any of them down.
If
No,
they executed
you've
my
got a
claim
couple
as
that-
stuff.
Huh?
What did they execute?
No.
If they executed my claim as stuff. It's the right thing to do.
So
I'm keeping it.
you've got a couple pinned up against the wall, so they don't really mess with you. They actually acknowledge that you're helping, and everybody else is pretty well straightforward except for Kalis. He's pinned up. One of the guards has got him up against the wall. Even though you could probably break free, which would be up to you what you want to do, but you do notice that the brawl is starting to subside. One of the guards comes up to you and asks you what happened here. What's the problem? What's
As
going on
we
here?
were in our rooms and heard the commotion and breaking downstairs. I came downstairs. The humans and dwarves were fighting one another. I told them to stop it and break them up. They refused to, so I started pulling them apart, and
It's
that's
still
when y'all came
going.
in.
Alright, they acknowledged that the 3 of y'all were actually trying to break it. Well, actually, the 2 of y'all.
Two.
They really, I'm not even sure. What are you doing?
Hiding under a table.
I'm
He's-
just like
he's
over in the
drinking.
corner
He
under
said
a
he was,
table
he was hiding
with
under
a
the
plug
table.
in my hand.
Alright. They'll probably leave you alone. So
don't
they
say
start
anything.
arresting everybody that was involved in the brawl, and they're arresting him. for brawling, since he was the first one that they grabbed a hold of that was fighting.
Did you fight back?
Yeah, he fought. He was fighting.
No, I mean,
No,
did
do
you
you
fight
fight
back?
guardsmen
What are
back?
you doing? You're being placed under
Oh,
arrest.
I'll go for you. That's fine.
Okay.
He's like, I can sleep in there
Yeah.
too.
I step in and I say, who was the leader of Brian Sandy back then?
It really doesn't say. I'll say this is like a town mayor.
Okay, I said,
And
the town mayor, they had me to come here to help the situations that were going on here. And I said, I can vouch for the dwarf. He's a good fella, and he was, you know, I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
you can't lie.
Okay, I was saying,
Because
His
he jumped
intention
in.
was to break it up.
He was trying to break it up in
Yeah.
his own way.
he was trying to beat some of them unconscious so there's a few of them for me to break up.
Why did you? Really?
I'm looking around.
I'm
You
saying-
said what Kayla's
Hey,
You didn't do nothing wrong. That's what your character would do.
hey,
You gotta help out your people. I understand.
okay, I'm gonna use my charisma and everything.
All right. He's going to jail for tonight. He says he's going to get with the mayor in the morning. He's not going to wake the mayor up
You
tonight.
see how high my charisma and intelligence and all that is?
But he's got a job to do, though.
We'll
I
slip you some
understand.
mail through the
So
bars.
he's got a job to do, and he was
I
brawling.
mean, I don't want to say this, but it's gonna sound gay, but even male.
Oh, dear goodness.
All the
Do they sound like they have jingle on them?
No!
No!
Am I going to have to
Not
outlaw
the guards.
like I've done the concussion grenades? Am I going to have to come up?
Listen,
I told you about
I'm
it.
just
He's
looking
a
around the
thief.
bar.
He's
I'm just looking around the bar.
He's the thing.
Pop
He's
it.
doing what he's supposed to do.
I'm watching to see.
I'm
You know,
hoping
who's
I don't-
looking
Roll
at
a
me, who's
20
not.
sided.
It's been like
I'm
that
hoping I
all
don't
the
have to kill him.
Roll a 20
Can you
sided.
buy me some chocolate or something?
There is. There's some peanut butter.
Here.
I wouldn't kill him.
Three.
There's Jolly Rancher.
I wouldn't kill him.
I'm just looking around.
Stealing is not evil.
You see money pouches on the
Okay,
guard.
It's not good, but it's not evil.
What did he just roll for?
We'll find out in a minute when they're both in
Oh,
jail.
God.
Before I progress any further, with the arresting of the mighty dwarven warrior Kalis,
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But I am looking around the bar. I'm looking around the bar and
I
looking.
seriously don't like them steering him to jail. I seriously don't like them steering him
he
to
assures you that he'll put him in one of the better cells in the morning. But he doesn't have the authority to let him go until he talks to the mayor. And once he says, I'm sure if what you say is true, and I believe what you say is true, but I'm not going to wake the mayor up at 3 o'clock in the morning. When he gets up in the morning and reports, then I'll explain the situation to him, and I'm sure we can rectify all this and get him out.
A lot of these dwarves here are members of his clan.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be bad to put them with them, but don't mix the humans up with them.
Oh no. They gonna keep them all separated.
Please
So-
don't
I really
piss
should
Shell off.
run up to one of the guards and say, please don't take him away, please. And then, pat him now and then.
No, not the guards. Behind
Fine.
the counter. Behind the counter.
He's claustrophobic. He won't do well in
They'll
prison.
wind up cutting your hands off.
Yeah,
All right.
There's nobody behind the counter.
Here's some mail.
Yeah. There's
You're
Enjoy
nobody-
your night.
No, actually,
What's your
Toby's in
challenge?
the room now. The inn's proprietor.
But
in the
he's
inn.
probably talking with the guards and everything.
No, I mean he pretty much because he was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing to my bar?" And he went over and tried to put the little fire
I
out.
thought he was in the bar and he run and get the car.
He went out to get
So
the
he's
car.
preoccupied with the fire.
Right when he
Well,
come,
he's
he
preoccupied with the fire. I'm just, never mind. Whatever. I just won't be a thief. I'm just gonna sit here and shut up.
He can pat Toby down, but not the guards. Don't do
All
that.
right.
If Toby's going to throw him in
The
jail,
guards
go
is not
for it.
gonna have much anyway, and they're gonna be the ones that can catch you easier.
Yeah, they can catch your hand.
They're trained to do that.
All right. So after that little skirmish ends and everybody gets took downtown, and the rest
Not
of
the
you,
guards at our prison.
uh,
Well, that's different. Ball of wax.
the rest of y'all go back to your rooms,
Yeah.
and the rest of the night is uneventful.
They would hit you still out there.
I don't know if they have roosters that go to crowing in these towns or not. Probably not, since it's in the fucking blitz.
Nah, if they did, I'd probably done killed them.
Anyway, I'm assuming you guys get up at dawn or somewhere around in that area.
Yeah,
Or
we're
do we have any late sleepers other than the locked up dwarf?
Is the blizzard gone or is it still blizzard?
Let me make sure before I tell you. The next morning, you guys walk downstairs to find Barnabas already up and awake, sitting at a table, appearing to be ready to begin. Not Barnabas. Oh, that's the other group. I'm sorry. He didn't stay with this one.
No.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah,
I'm not carrying him all the way
the
back
barkeep
yet.
is downstairs, and there's just like a small group of people downstairs. Nothing even eating and stuff.
We done paid to eat breakfast.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
done
we've
paid to
already-
eat breakfast and all.
Then I'll go out to the barn and sell up my pigs.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
You're selling up your pigs?
My pig is flying horse.
Your Pegasus, okay.
I did.
All
I'm
right.
grabbing the
I
dwarf's
said we had
food
down
because
a
we
while
paid
for
for
jail.
that shit
Get down
last
that
night.
mountain,
Can you
I
eat
don't-
breakfast
I don't
first?
have a pig.
Can you at least eat breakfast?
I can eat and be myself at the same time.
Gee whiz.
We're
He
eating.
can eat with one hand and steal with the other.
I'm eating my breakfast and taking
All
a
these
piss.
failed thieving rolls. All right.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Believe me.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like the worst.
Are you-
I have
alright,
the
while
worst
you're
luck
Sal's
with dice.
Pegasus-
No, I ain't got no pig. 'Cause I don't even have a horse. He would.
I was fixing to say-
While y'all are eating, two guards and the mayor enter the inn.
Well, I have one that's back at home.
Alright, your friend Mayor is here.
Yeah, go do your thing.
And
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they go over and order what they want to eat, and he goes to looking around and he spots you. So he's gonna come over and talk to you, and he knows who you are because y'all spoke before. And
He should know the whole group, but you know.
I'm not entirely sure he does. I know he knows you because he was the one that requested someone to come up, and it was you. I don't know if he actually knows the group or not, but it's really irrelevant.
Oh, please introduce us.
No, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be nobility, but he would be like.
He won't talk
what's
to
that
us.
Other,
We're too much.
Upper class.
over there. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, if I wanted to
He's
go,
got money. You're not gonna get
if
close.
I
to
wanted to
him.
go spend the night with him, I could. I'm a cavalier.
No homo.
He's
of
higher
course.
class.
No homo,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, no, it'd be with his daughter.
All right. Well, he explains to you that Kayla's here is being released. That he heard what happened and he's done sent word to have him released. Which I'm gonna let you come on back to the end while the mayor's still eating. I mean, you guys carry on a brief conversation or whatever, but y'all are basically waiting on him to get back where y'all can load up and go
Go.
to what did I say the town was? Nix.
Nix.
Nix. So.
Nix.
Anything in particular you want to do when they come release you from your little holding cell?
We ain't
Please.
gonna be near the humans.
Please don't get in trouble.
No, I ain't gonna be near the humans.
Pick their pockets.
You need to get his.
I'm not entirely sure you're overly pissed off about being arrested because it really didn't matter to you.
We need to get his weapons.
We're probably
Oh
more.
yeah, he's gonna get all this
We're
stuff.
probably more pissed off about it than he is.
Yeah. You doing anything in particular before you head back to the inn? Because I'm gonna let you go back to the inn quick, like.
Yeah, what are you doing in town? Where are you stopping by?
I said, "Come on, Daddy."
He says
Old
I'm.
enough, he should know better.
He says I'm old, but I ain't that old.
You got a 150-year-old son over here.
How old is he?
You're
Like
300?
300 and something.
He's still.
360.
He's like I'm still a young man.
Not really. Dwarves live what we say like 650 or something like
He's
that.
got about 300 more years. or
You're
so. Middle
in
age.
human years about late 40s. You're up there. Now you're in good shape though.
Yeah.
You're not over
We've
the
got a high
hill.
constitution.
Yeah. You're not so over the hill that you're just old.
What's so good about elves?
Yeah, they just want you
Yeah,
out.
it's the next morning.
This
They actually
morning.
come to let you out and they
Elves
took
never
you to
deteriorate.
go get your armor and your
They
weapons and
stay
all that.
young up until they die. Well, they don't actually die. They just have a what was that? They have an inkling to go to wherever that is.
Their birthplaces. They
Yeah.
want to go home and die.
Well, no, you don't die. They just go there.
I don't know.
Hop
Yeah.
a ship and go.
And I'm
Anything in particular?
like a gray. I live up to 2,000 years
You
old.
hold
takes
any
you
hard
that-
feelings, anything like that?
No, I mean he can't have a hard feeling.
Okay.
He's the one that dove into the fire.
Yeah, but they interrupted him before he could actually get in there and do any good fighting.
And like he knows he don't have a really low intelligence, so he knows that that's their job.
We got breakfast over here. You might want to hurry up.
Anyway.
All right.
I can't waste too much time here.
We gotta go.
Well,
traveling zone.
You guys are actually ready to leave once he arrives at the inn. He's all geared out. He's got nothing. He ain't missing anything or anything like that. And you guys, part of the 2 gold, y'all were able to kind of get some more provisions and stuff for the trip. So this time, but now every time y'all re-provision, it's gonna be on y'all to make sure y'all tell me, or y'all not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do stuff for y'all. Y'all have to tell me what you're doing. That's the whole point of this thing. All right.
I'm looking to see if there's anything nice around.
Not really.
Not here.
This daylight. About the only ones that's in here now are some farmers and a few fishermen. And the dwarves and the humans that were brawling last night will be released in a couple of days.
Question.
And I'm assuming you're okay with that. Okay.
He has everything he had the night before, right? So he didn't lose the map in the brawl.
Nope. He put it
Okay,
in
just making sure.
No, he's got it in a pouch or wherever he put it at.
Oh, did he learn anything from talking to him? He was like all by himself.
Them
They never
dwarves
learned
were
what
drunk.
fight-
They had been. That's what the whole brawl was. Is the dwarf? The humans didn't do anything. It was the dwarves that were downstairs. They come in drunk, and then the humans were on some type of a caravan or whatever that was passing through in the middle of the night, and it just happened. That's basically what it was.
It's a brawl, that's why.
Caravan!
Yeah. No, it's gone.
It's gone now.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
like, why didn't I know that last
Really?
night?
I'm gonna
All
go
right.
by myself and go over and talk to Toby.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him, I said, we didn't cause this, but I'm gonna give you 18 gold to hit with the expenses.
Okay.
I
Well,
take my
he's-
18 gold off.
Which actually, Toby, he's familiar with you. So
But I think he should be paid, so.
he thanks you. And says he'll have a room ready for you when you come back.
Appreciate it, Mr. Dobie.
Actually, his room should have been just free. Yeah. Because your room actually, which I mean, you stayed with the rest of them, so.
Well, he's not nobility or,
Right.
so he don't have to give it to me free.
So, all right. So, y'all pack up and get ready to leave, and the weather has cleared. The blizzard, it weren't really a blizzard, it was just a really, really bad snowstorm.
What's a blizzard? Just a regular snowstorm.
No, well, there's a difference.
Yeah.
You said
And
blizzards, that's what I was thinking.
The roads are relatively clear. They're not clear, but they're clear enough that you can still tell, and the drifts are not quite above gnome level. So
Oh, Mickey Wicky, look, you can walk with us.
So right
today.
now, you're able, if you'll stay on the road, you're able to travel normally at your rate, maybe a little slower because
His
of the snow.
rate?
Everybody's going to be slowed down a little bit. The trip would normally take like 3 to 4 days, which is shorter, but with the snow, it's going to be like an extra day because of you having to go through snow. The rolls for encounters were already pre-rolled. You have traveled, and we're going to go through where we don't have to spend a lot of time because there's no encounters in the 2.5 days until you get close to the town itself anyway. So, afternoon on the 3rd day, you guys catch a glimpse of a large green valley. Y'all been traveling for 3 days. I'm not going to get bogged down on this trip with making camp and all that because it's just not, you don't need to when there's not any encounters anyway, and I'm not going to sit here and waste. We ain't got that much. Yeah. We're over the halfway point, and I'm not trying to get bogged down right now. I want to get into this. Around noon on the 3rd day, you guys catch a glimpse of a large green valley with a forest encompassing most of the area to the north. While rolling hills of farmlands are seen to the west, the descent appears to be taking roughly 3 hours or so for you guys to get down into the valley where the town of Nix is at, or the hamlet of Nix is at. It's in the late afternoon once y'all arrive, in the village of Nix. Well, not late afternoon, but it's like 4 or 5 or something. It's wintertime, so the sun. I figure it'll get dark around 6, so it's starting to get a little dark. The sun's starting to go down. Nix hardly qualifies as a township, possessing no more than a few scattered farmhouses, along with a common meeting hall. Barnabas is there to greet y'all when y'all arrive, and he sees you coming. I guess he had an idea about when y'all were going to be there, so he's been waiting for y'all. And I guess somebody spotted y'all and let him know. But he greets y'all as y'all enter the area. He takes you guys to his cottage and offers. He's like, well, for the night, because everything is pretty much closed down this late due to the giant and all that's constantly raiding. But if you guys would like, y'all can stay at my cottage until morning when the sun comes up, and I can actually show you where he's been coming in from and try to show you we can pick up some tracks and this and that.
Did he attack last night?
Yeah.
No, not last night.
When was the last time he did?
2 days ago.
Okay.
Just some livestock, like maybe a sheep or a goat or something.
What's his pattern?
Yeah, that's
Doesn't really have one.
Still nobody's
No,
been
like-
hurt.
Steals.
Nobody
and then
got
2 days,
hurt.
2 days later, he steals again, or 3 days later, or 1 day.
Random. It's not a set pattern. I mean, it's a giant. They just when he gets
Now,
hungry
you'll
or
come in handy now since I'm in the bars.
yeah.
But
But
I'm gonna straight up. Is there a specific place he attacks more than anything else? It's like he go for that. Does he go for the pigs more? Does the chickens or the cow or anything else?
you know, he just comes in from the same direction.
What direction? Okay.
Northeast.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna go to the edge of the forest, and I'll be there that night. I'm gonna keep an eye out. Who shows up that night? I'm gonna go basically find a tree, find some place I can get out of the
While
way.
we have arrived, I'm gonna take a leak. And
If he doesn't come at night, I'll just sleep during the day to get my rest during the day because he's not gonna attack during the day. More than likely, he hasn't. He's been doing this race.
What stopped us tracking him in the morning?
Well, we can, but I didn't want him to attack at night while we're asleep.
He just
Because he hasn't attacked the last couple of days, so he's due for another one.
You're probably one of the outlying farms. He's just gonna take him down.
he just wants to,
Well, he always comes in from the same direction. That's what I was asking. Does he always seems to attack in that same direction?
What all's he been taking?
He ain't hurt nobody.
Livestock.
Somebody,
he's just getting stuff to eat.
If it's a real giant.
So let's set a trap.
Well, whatever it is, it's not hurting people.
Let's just set a trap.
Well.
Put a goat out there.
Here, free dinner.
Well,
Barbecue.
in the morning, we can just, we got good tracking.
Yeah, but he's attacking at night.
Huh?
He hasn't been there
I
in
mean,
2 days.
But there's
You
not
can track.
snowing
You should
here,
be able
so
to
you
track
still
it back
be
to
able
his
to-
I want
lair.
to ask him what the weather's been like.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
you should
said
be
it's
able
green
Yeah,
and lush.
if the weather hasn't been, because my tracking abilities drop off.
No, he said it was green in Lush Valley.
Yeah, but for every 24 hours,
Yeah, but we had a winter storm a few days before that.
If it's been,
That's normal track. This is a giant.
I know that, but if it's been raining or something, it may not be still not need the tracks.
Yeah.
Especially if he's been in there a bunch.
Yeah. if
Yeah,
not-
but he's saying you can see the.
Yeah,
The
he's
huge
gonna be
tracks
like
coming from-
He's coming from the same. It's gonna be. I mean, I'll probably be able to track it. It's gonna be like a rut going out there.
All right, where's the Tangle Woods in relation to?
I think
Where
he
you
said-
came
If you
from-
think it's better to get a rest tonight and wait till next morning and try to track them,
Yeah,
then that's what we'll do.
that's when you can actually use your skills, and we can go get them.
Because he was in the Lonely Wood, and then they said he's been going back toward the Tanglewood Forest. So where?
He said we was going northeast. That's where
Northeast?
was from 10 towns. So I mean, I don't think it actually says in the module. That's why I come up and said he came from the northeast.
Northeast. Well,
So
that
that's
was
where
where
he-
Nix was to the northeast
Yeah.
from where
That's
we
why
were.
Yeah, like he was
It's like sure.
trying to think of where he's coming from. I said northeast is fine.
Oh, whatever.
Turns out, and with that, most of them had to come from 10 towns. And that's where the clan usually. Isn't that where they're from? That's around the 10 towns area.
Yeah, were they from?
Don't get up, Rambo.
I didn't
The
get.
Corn, the Karen,
Yeah.
Karen,
Karen.
Well, I
Severance
didn't-
Karen. That's where they're from.
I didn't go. I've only been on the second book, so I don't know if it's moved or.
Shouldn't have.
all right. Anything new while I was gone, or do I need to progress?
We're trying to figure out if he's sitting out in the woods the night before.
It's
or
just better
waits
for us
till
to
morning.
rest tonight and then start
and
tracking
then,
this
start
morning.
tracking them in the morning.
What are you doing?
That's Well, I'm gonna do. We're gonna rest
He's
the night.
listening to
Oh, you
his
ain't gonna
party
sit out in the
leader.
tree?
No, he's
No,
listening
they
to the
decided
party
it's better to
leader.
do it in the morning.
Yeah, get a good rest. Yeah, I figured you tried to get him.
He's like, he's gonna
I'm
nail
looking for
you.
something stupid.
I done moved the encounter dice
Yeah,
over.
yeah, he done go, you gonna get him kidnapped. I know what
I'm
he's
just
gonna
looking
do.
for
Or
bad
killed.
Yeah.
Cause if this giant raids tonight, I mean, he won't sneak
says I
up
was
on
gonna-
you. But
He said I was gonna attack the damn thing.
Yeah, he'll smell you.
Maybe.
He said to set a trap.
No.
He's like, put a goat out in the middle of the
I mean,
place.
I'm not gonna set up it where my scent is going down
Yeah.
where he's gonna come from. I'm gonna set up it where my
Musk or
scent's gonna
something.
be away from him, so he wouldn't smell me. I'm not gonna be right on the trail.
Could walk past you.
And he lets you
I wasn't
keep
gonna
the
sit
map.
right on the trail.
He gonna let you keep the map.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, in case y'all need to find a way back to the town or whatever.
It's possible you could got by with it. But,
I would have sat far enough away to like
Okay,
a
so
giant.
we're
I'm gonna
resting
see a
the night
giant coming
before.
out of the woods.
yeah.
I don't have to be right on top of where he's gonna come out of.
What happens while we're
What if
resting?
he's not a giant? And they
Exactly, that's what I don't
kidnap you
think
or
it is.
something like that.
And what?
Are you
They
staying
could
put?
Somebody kidnap you or something. You don't know.
I'm going with everybody.
Okay.
You're at nighttime. Your skills is not going to help you.
Which reads, that's basically what
I mean,
Mix looks
got
like.
to stay with the group.
Your night vision's going to be very bad. It's cloudy.
Yeah.
I just need to find some shiny bottles.
Shiny ball. You won't find them here.
Shiny bubbles.
Even,
Ain't no one.
I'll even let you make an intelligence roll. You know you
This
ain't.
is
You're
a
wasting
poor-
your time. They don't have
poor
money to even pay y'all.
You might have got some from Toby back at the end. This is a poor village.
Well, apparently Toby didn't either, because
God damn it.
I'm gonna
Accidentally.
give him
You
a
never
gold.
went behind the
One
counter
gold.
Like I told you to.
come on, I'm not
gonna
saying
give him
this
one
yet.
gold
Y'all don't know-
because
y'all don't know I'm doing this.
We
Y'all
haven't
know I'm
got
looking
we
around.
haven't got in trouble by him, and I
That's
did
why I was
promise.
helping you out.
I did
Okay.
promise him one gold if he would shut up and just go along with us.
Oh, the eel.
Yeah, I'm giving Eel one gold because he did come with
Now there's
us.
people fighting. I wouldn't have bothered me. to
Here's
get
you a gold so you can have a shiny.
All right.
Shiny bubble.
He's like, that's no fun.
Anybody want to set up how y'all gonna do your watches and this and that?
Well, do we have a big room or we have a bunch of little rooms? Or
It's-
are we in the living room downstairs sleeping on couch?
It's really like a two room cottage, like a living room and then one.
So we're all gonna be in the
Basically
living
in
room?
the living room.
Y'all
In
gonna be
living
piled
room.
up in.
Well, he doesn't sleep. He meditates. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him
Set up.
find a place by the fire, but I'm not taking my gear off.
All
I'm
right.
basically just trying to make myself.
You're in leather.
No, I'm in chainmail.
I'm in chainmail.
You need to take it off. You're gonna sleep.
We can sleep sitting up.
Where the fuck is the damn dice at?
Were you sleeping outside?
There it is. Nope. Fuck, give me that.
I'm in chainmail. I should still be able to lay down. I'm not gonna try to get a
Be
deep sleep.
uncomfortable,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's gonna be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Just think of laying on chains.
I just want to
Alright.
stay prepared. We're too close to
You know,
that
I don't wanna
territory.
be undressed and come bam into town.
All right. The night goes uneventful. No encounters. Nothing happens. Nothing. The giant doesn't return. So that makes it 3 nights since the giant hasn't come back to the inn or the hamlet.
You know?
And
That
the
sounds
gnome is not there when you went there.
Huh?
The gnome is not there.
You're not.
Now while he was asleep, I knocked him out and direct knife.
Wow.
All right.
Dang.
He set them some potions
Um,
to sleep.
Barnabas is up about the same time as y'all, and he comes and I guess he's talking to you. Want to know? I'm assuming you guys want to go and see if we can find the tracks where he come in at.
Yes, we do. After we eat breakfast.
It's weird that the giant sort of disappeared as soon as he came and got help, though.
It could be. There's something to it. It ain't just a giant. Somebody's either
No.
controlling the giant or it's not a giant.
All right. All right. As y'all are coming outside and all, you guys are descended upon by like 50 or so men, women, children, anxious to catch a glimpse at the ones who will put a stop to the marauding giant. You guys are shown some footprints of this giant. Let me see your tracking sheet a minute.
What do you want to know?
Just let me see your tracking sheet. All right, roll me a percentile.
Double 0 and a 3. That's 3%, huh?
As far as you're concerned, them are elephant foot tracks. You ain't got a clue.
So if I ain't got a clue, then that must not be giant
You are
tracks.
the worst ranger in history.
Matter of fact, he's still
Wow.
There's a good roll.
He rolled a 3.
Jeez.
God damn. Huh?
Jeez.
Well, he slept in chainmail armor last night.
Yeah,
You rolled a
Yeah.
what?
You rolled a 3.
Out of
Sure.
100.
Double 0 and 3.
It's for an actual skill roll he was rolling.
Oh, okay.
This
I
is
was
one of
thinking
these,
same.
the higher the better rolls.
Yeah.
I was going to see if he could tell what
Well,
kind
I mean,
of...
double
kind
0
of
is a 10,
giant?
isn't it?
You rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Well, you said percentage dice.
That's 0-3. You're
3%.
trust me, you rolled a 3, dude. You suck. Alright. So he's checking out, he's doing all this here scientific, checking out the foot and
Danger
measuring
Ranger.
it. And then one of y'all's like, so what is it? He's like,
These hell out of me.
I don't know.
I looked down and said, it's a giant, and it went that way.
Alright. The foot is a huge ass foot. I mean, it's a big foot. Not a big foot,
Sasquatch.
but I mean a big, large foot.
Sasquatch is here.
It's a
That's where I
Sasquatch.
couldn't
It's
tell what
not
it was.
giant.
Roll 20 side, Wendell. Oh wait, who's got the highest intelligence?
Ain't me.
I got 14.
I got 12.
13.
That would probably be me. No, mine's 13.
Roll 20 side. What's yours?
10.
Roll 20 side.
I can't see it.
What was your intelligence?
Is that a 9?
5.
5.
Oh, goodness.
Y'all are making
Y'all
this very,
suck.
very hard for me.
Well, I'd rather get my rolls out on this than attacking somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody in the group roll an intelligence check, and whoever passes, please tell me.
The
Roll
20?
20?
A 20.
Yeah, Roll real high on the
Roll high.
Nope.
10.
Did anybody pass?
13.
I got a 13. I
I got
passed.
13.
God! How does the whole party fell in it?
I passed.
I'm sorry. I
He
don't know.
got 13.
He said he passed.
Oh, you passed?
He
The
got-
thief
He
passed.
passed.
Well, he is a thief.
Alright, Il Wiki Mickey, Master Thief, or
As unlucky as this character is, he still made it to almost 100
you're like,
years old.
ooh,
He's
ooh,
traveled
ooh,
to underground.
ooh.
What?
You
What?
see Il, ooh, ooh, ooh,
And I was
ooh,
going to say what?
Ooh.
What?
well, he's still, ooh,
I slapped him
ooh,
in the head to get his train of thought going.
Il's like, in my in-depth travels amongst the realms. I'm sorry, buddy, I'm not hurt.
Yes.
You had to come see if I was okay. In my in-depth travels amongst this world, I can easily tell you, with my vast expertise of knowledge and skills in
Just spit it out,
Hit
no.
him back in the head.
this is not a giant.
No, it's dirt.
Then what is it?
Track.
He doesn't know that. He ain't
If there's
skilled
a
in that
giant,
kind of work.
giant standing
You know
there, I
what
would
it
see
was,
it.
right? He was closer to the footprint.
Yeah, you can see it better.
He saw something.
He, of all people, he knows this isn't a giant foot. I've seen giant feet. And this one time when they were chasing me, had me confused with someone else. I remember when I backtracked and I was making sure they left the area. I saw them feet and they were way bigger than this. This is not a giant's foot.
So
That's
what
how he
is
knows
it?
that's not a giant's foot.
So what
He's-
is it?
Well, he doesn't know. I
He
mean,
doesn't
he's
know
not.
that part.
He don't have those kind of skills. He just knows this.
Was there any squirrels or raccoons or anything out around this here forest?
Oh,
Oh,
dear
no.
God, why do we care?
I can talk
And
to
if
you
so,
later.
do they have coin pouches
So
on?
can you?
Not really. Because the weather
He's
is
got a
so
little squirrel
bad.
pouch.
Even if they are, they ain't out in it. They're in their damn little huts and trees and shit and wherever they live in.
Well,
Yeah, I
he's
didn't get that
gonna
talent.
find a tree anyway. He can go find it.
Stick my head in the hole. Hey, anybody in there?
We need to know
Yeah.
what you saw.
The
I'll stick your
snowstorm
head out.
that was expected last night never came. So the tracks are actually fairly visible. Even you can probably track them.
Wow.
That's why we were debating while you were gone. I was like, well, if it's been a couple days, he's going to take so much off my name tracking skill.
Right, because the snowstorm never came that they were expecting to come. So the tracks are actually quite fresh. And they head off to the north into the woods.
Okay, so not a giant, but still huge.
No.
That's bad, right? A huge giant footprint.
Doesn't
But it
belong.
wasn't a giant.
But it wasn't a giant. That's
So
scary.
that confused him.
Yeah.
The question is, do y'all believe him when
I
he
told
said
you I
that?
liked the little malls all along.
All right, well,
Yeah, no one is.
I believe him because he has no reason to lie about this, and this is from personal experience. He's wanting to tell us about this.
would you lie to the people in your group, your
Yeah,
best
of
friend?
course.
That's what I'm saying. I believe him.
Well, I mean,
You know.
not normally,
Hard.
but you know, if
it
only-
benefited.
if it benefited,
That's what I was fixing to say. If it
but
benefited
if it
him,
benefits the group and benefits me, I'm gonna tell them the truth.
exactly. So
You know?
he's telling us.
And I mean, these guys anyway would never think I would lie to them anyway.
All right. Talk to me.
We'll head off, follow the tracks.
All right, this is where
I'm
you'll
asking.
probably take the lead, where you can track.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I think that's what they want us to do. He's just
Yeah.
basically
What's
a
your
leader.
track? What's your track skill? I don't have it on me right now.
I gotta find where it's at.
You're
Help him
supposed
out.
to be able to track in and out. So
You talking about the sheet you gave me?
It should be on there.
Look, outdoors, I've got a 9% chance of a ranger being able to follow a creature modified as below. For each creature above one of the party in track, plus 2. For every 24 hours we have elapsed between making the track and
Minus
tracking is minus 10%. So it'd be 90 minus 30%, right? 60%.
Right.
about 30%.
Right.
That's nearly $300 there.
I know.
I got 3 for time. That one expensive.
All right. I'm assuming y'all are heading out.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
objections.
heading off,
Judge John? You ready to go out?
yeah, I'm following the tracks. I don't see one.
All right. Go ahead and roll your first percentile for the initial, which you shouldn't. Actually, it should be more like you have an 80. Anything under an 80, you should be fine.
Yeah, 8%.
Oh yeah, you're able. No, it's you have. He has the 80. Anything under that, he has that percentage to
Oh,
be able to
exactly.
track.
008.
All right. You're able to easily track these tracks.
I just don't know what they are. I can track them.
You just ain't got a clue what they are. Expert ranger here.
Yeah.
All right, the
Level
tracks
one.
during the early part of the search are
Well,
quite clear
they're
and
not
easy
dra-
to
they're
follow.
not- They're not giants, so if they're not something I run across and they're man-made, I may not know what they are.
All right, the tracks during the early part of the search are quite clear and easy to follow. As you move further into the forest, the tracks are starting to fade, and they're getting harder, and the forest itself is getting harder to navigate through. So,
Getting thicker.
This is Tanglewood.
there's not only that, but in this part of the forest, it did snow. It just didn't hit. It didn't snow in the part of where the hamlet was at.
This is Tanglewood Forest, right?
So, you're still able to trace footprints, barring you don't fail your roll. Let's go ahead and do one more roll. Give me one more track roll, and we will go. You said it was. We'll go 60%. No, I'll go 70.
56.
All right. You're able to keep following them. Not well, but you're able to keep following them. And you're like an hour into the forest. But the foliage is starting to get real dense. You know, you are actually you had to pull your sword out to kind of knock some where y'all can get through it because it's been 3 days since he's come back
Yeah,
through
but
here.
still, I mean,
So
This is his regular area. It shouldn't be going back that fast.
Fast growing.
it's not necessarily as regular area. It's just this particular way he came last. But you're still able to trace the footprints enough to see that they follow a small, like a little narrow trail. Even though the limbs have kind of hanging down because of the snow weighing on them and all, and you're having to push your way through them, and not constantly, but enough that you're having to work your way through them.
How far back are they?
I don't know, 10 or 15 feet. I mean, you're up like on point. I'd say, what, 10 or 15 feet?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. After a few miles of traveling, the trail ends at a rocky hill. And you roll me a percentile, but you're probably going to fail.
5.
Really?
Still a little 5.
God damn, I was giving you a 10% chance, and you fucking passed it.
You change your percentage.
Yeah,
I passed it.
I mean,
I
really?
passed it that time.
You're intentionally derailing my adventure. All right.
He didn't want me to pass it. He wanted me to fail.
Yeah, he wanted him to fail.
I passed it.
Okay, you see the trail, the footprints barely. You can barely see the footprints progressing over the hill, but there's where the hill's at. There's a cave in front.
So
Pretty
the
big.
tracks go up into the cave.
No, but there are other tracks that go up into the cave.
Can I tell what those are?
Roll me a tracking. I'll give you 40% because it's been a little bit.
53.
All right, thank God he failed one. All right, you're not sure what kind of tracks they are because they are kind of old. Roll me a 20. High.
Nope.
You don't have a clue. Anyway, you can tell there's some tracks that's going up into the cave. You just don't know what. You can't really see how deep the cave is because it's dark, but you can tell it goes deeper than 10 or 15 feet because the light from the outside is not penetrating any further.
I'm looking around for any wilderness animals like moles, badgers, ground squirrels.
I'll humor you. Where do I keep throwing my damn percent? I'll humor you. No, you don't see any right here.
I'm
They
going into
been
the cave.
Okay.
You what?
Going into the cave.
I didn't see anything.
I'm
So
drawing the weapon.
Roll me 20-sided. I'm just doing checks.
15.
Roll them over here where I can see them. Roll it right here.
It's 15.
It's 15.
Oh, it's 15, okay.
We can see it.
All right, actually, you hear some rhythmic breathing
Uh-huh.
coming from deeper into the cave.
Big, small, anything.
Heavy breathing.
Breathe. No, ain't nobody having sex or anything.
No, we're talking about bigger creatures,
Can I
little
use my
creatures.
night vision to look into the cave? See if I-
Well, he's got night vision too.
Oh, okay.
One more.
Good idea.
You can't really tell right now.
I'll just throw them to the cave.
I'll let you get close enough to the breathing sound where, I mean, you can't really, you can see a form. Do me an intelligence check real quick. See if you can roll higher.
20-sided.
Yeah, and roll it where somebody can see it.
Roll lower than my intelligence.
No, roll higher.
Higher your intelligence.
Trust me.
Uh-huh.
I need you just roll high.
Yeah.
Why?
Get close.
He knows exactly what the hell it is. Whatever he's looking at, he gets it.
All right. This is a huge. Let's see here. Hold on. There is a large bear sleeping inside the cave that does not wake up as you enter the. Yeah, he's still sleeping.
How
It's
large?
just a
We're talking about large.
It's an animal bear, a large bear.
Not an abnormal large bear.
He's just right now. He's just sleeping.
Is he hibernating? Is that time of year?
It is. You're not entirely sure that he's hibernating, but he is asleep. He didn't wake up when you went in.
Well, I'm not going to hurt the bear unless I'm waking up. I'm going to look around the cave.
You find some old bones and stuff like that where he's eaten in the past.
Nothing in there but a bear.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna find in here. Yeah, it is a good spot that if y'all want, y'all can stop and rest, or y'all can proceed on.
Well, I'm not gonna rest. But next to the bed.
He's far enough in there into the cave that y'all could right there at the entrance, out of the weather, if y'all wanted to.
What time of day is it?
Y'all been going for a couple 3 hours. Couple 3 hours.
The ranger or I, neither one can. Me or the ranger, the one can befriend the bear.
If you want to wake him up.
I don't think we need to
He
wake
wakes
him.
up because
I'm not gonna wake him up. I don't have to.
Y'all want to head on, or y'all want to rest for a little while?
What time is that with?
You're probably pushing close to noon now.
I said we head
I
on.
got great endurance to set the hour.
I say we push on.
Yep.
Okay. Dwarf, Master Dwarf.
Fight the bell.
Okay, you're leaving.
Shell grabs you and drags you out.
He does a gimmick. He pulls this thing. The axe sounds. And he has to grab him by the
The
back.
ranger
Of
will actually fight you if you try to kill that bear.
Yeah, especially with him having druid roots.
Fight the bear.
I didn't say fight it.
You know I'm gonna put that in it. When I write this up, I'm gonna put that in there. Fight the
Fight the
bear.
bear. Everybody else jumps him. Alright.
No, come here.
Get over here.
Bypassing the cave and picking the trail back up, which somehow Joe or Felthorn miraculously picks up. Even though he don't know what the trail is, he still picks it up.
Good job.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I can't track it.
I can still track it.
Y'all begin to make y'all begin to trudge through the snow again, and y'all travel for several miles. It's getting close. I don't know. It's maybe y'all have traveled enough to where it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's getting into the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We keep traveling till while we traveling, we're looking for a place to camp for the night.
A half-frozen stream comes into view off to the right and follows the trail for quite some time. Y'all are able to redo your water and all, and it's like I say, it's half frozen, but it's not frozen enough that it's not running. You're able to follow the trail and the tracks. Follow the stream. You're able to follow it that way.
Well, how late is it?
3:34.
Do you want to keep on? Or you want to camp here?
Right now it's
We got
around 3:30, 4 o'clock,
We need a sheltered place of confinement.
and there is no sheltered place
We don't
right
really
here.
want to camp by water because due to the animals. that come
Animals
to
will
it,
drift that way.
they'll be thirsty.
Okay.
They can't buy fresh water. But we're going.
Might
Keep
be the
going.
only water source around for animals.
All right.
Or something even bad.
Mm.
You guys go for another 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour, and just before the sun sets, you hear sobbing. Someone is just bawling, sobbing, coming from ahead.
Sound like a child, woman, man.
You can't really tell right now. You can just barely hear it. But if you had to make an educated guess, it would either be a child or a woman.
Possibly the witch. That's why I look at him and say, the witch?
I'll go. I'm going to find out if it's a child or woman. I'm going to
The rest of y'all done.
Well, come in behind him.
I'm following.
You can go in.
Let's go.
I'm hanging back
If
for
they're,
a
headed, if they're headed straight toward it, I'm gonna make an arc around.
I was fixing to say I'm gonna kind of go around.
I'm going straight in.
You going straight in, or you going to go with
route-
them, or what?
The fastest route to whoever's in trouble.
Yeah, well, that's not always a good thing.
Yeah,
Middle
it's-
of nowhere.
It is for a cavalier.
Yeah, well, you go be Cavalier, and we're gonna go around the side just in case we have to come rescue Cavalier.
Who you want to ride with?
Oh, you never rescue a cavalier.
All right, you go get your ass kicked, and we'll come
I'm not
in.
waiting. I'm not waiting on anybody. I don't want anybody with me.
Well, it's irrelevant. Which way are you going? Give me an answer.
I guess with them.
With
Which them?
Cavalry.
all right, so the
I'm
three of
hungry.
y'all, and then the Icky Wiki and Alora are going to come around on the backside of the stream. I'm gonna let y'all converse.